Tereus, Procne, and Philomela. Leaders from neighboring lands assembled there, and cities near at hand besought their kings to visit Thebes with words of sympathy. Mycenae, Pelops' pride, Argos and Sparta, Messene, fierce in battle, Calydon, not yet the victim of Diana's hate, fertile Orchomenus, and Corinth, famed for bronzes, Patri, humble Cleone, and Pylos, Neleus' town, and Treason, too, where Pythias later reigned. In all the towns the twin-seed Isthmus locks, in all the towns outside at which the twin-seed Isthmus looks, Athens alone, who could believe it, lagged. War thwarted such a service. Sea-borne bands of wild barbarians held her walls in fear. Tereus of Thrace with his relieving force had routed them and won a victor's fame. And seeing he was strong in wealth and men, and as it happened traced his lineage from Mars himself, Pandion gave his child Procne in marriage, thus to link their lines. When they were married, Juno was not there to bless the rite, nor Hymen nor the Graces. The Furies held the torches, torches seized from mourners' hands. The Furies made their bed. An unclean screech owl, like a nightmare, sat above their chamber on the palace roof. That bird haunted the couple's union. That bird haunted their parenthood. Of course, Tereus and Procne's marriage gave delight to Thrace, and they too gave the gods their thanks. In those glad days when that illustrious prince married Pandion's child, and when their son, Itis, was born, were named as holidays. So deep men's true advantage lies concealed. Now season followed season, as the sun led on the years. 5 autumns glided by, and Procne coaxed her husband, "If my love finds any favour, give me leave to visit my sister, or invite my sister here, giving my father your sure word that she will soon return. To see her once again will be a gift most precious." So her husband had his ship launched, and gained by sail and oar Athens' great port, and reached Piraeus' shore. There King Pandion gave him audience, and hand clasped hand, their meeting seemed set fair. He had begun to speak of Procne's plan, the reason of his visit, and to pledge her sister's swift return, when suddenly in entered Philomela, richly robed in gorgeous finery, and richer still her beauty, such the beauty of the nymphs, naiads and dryads, as we used to hear, walking the woodland ways. Could one but give the nymphs such finery, such elegance? The sight of her set Tereus' heart ablaze, as stubble leaps to flame when set on fire, or fodder blazes stored above the byre. Her looks deserved his love, but inborn lust goaded him too, for men of that rough race are warm for wenching. Thracian villainy joined flaring with his own. An impulse came to bribe her retinue, suborn her nurse, even assail the girl herself with gifts, huge gifts, and pay his kingdom for the price, or ravish her and then defend the rape and bloody war. Nothing he would not do, nothing not dare, as passion drove unreined, a furnace barely in his heart contained. Now he'll not linger, and turns eagerly to Procne's plan again, and under hers forwards his own. Love made him eloquent, and if at times he pressed his pleas too far, why, Procne wished it so. He even wept, as if she'd ordered tears. Ye gods above, how black the night that blinds our human hearts! The pains he took for sin appeared to prove his loyalty. His villainy won praise. Why, Philomela had the same desire, and threw her arms around her father's neck and begged him, as he wished her happiness, alas for happiness, to let her go. As Tereus watched, already in his thoughts he fondled her, and when he saw her kisses and how she hugged Pandion, everything thrust like a goad, his passion's food and fire. As she embraced her father, would he were himself her father, nor would his sin be less. Pandion yields, since both his daughters plead, and filled with joy she thanks him. Hapless girl, she thinks they both have won a victory, though what both won will end in tragedy.